Presentation of this program is made possible in part by a grant from General Foods Corporation and by public television stations and a grant from the Ford Foundation.
I'm Hector. I'm Donna. I'm Timmy. My name's Sean. I'm Dee. Who are you? What do you do? How are you? Nothing from you. We need you, so won't you zoom, 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 ah, zoom. Come on and zoom, ah, zoom, ah, zoom, ah, zoom. Come on, give it a try. We're gonna show you just why. We're gonna teach you to fly high. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, zoom. Come on and
Zoom is made possible by grants from McDonald's Corporation and McDonald's Restaurants Fund and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Lots and lots of you have written in asking to see some of your favorite Zoom segments again. Here are some of them.
It's time to roll out the barrel.
Here's a Zoom barrel from Nancy Howard of Des Plaines, Illinois. I'd like to see one of you take turns trying to do this stunt. Stand up, hold your toes, and spread both legs apart. Now, try to touch the floor with your chin. First one to do this is the winner.
I can do it.
And to find out what's inside today.
Touch it to
Okay, stand up, hold your toes, and spread both legs. Now touch the floor with your chin.
without falling.
Somebody better catch him.
Can
Can you bend your legs?
Can you bend your legs?
Well, it doesn't say.
They can't
Can I try?
You did it.
I don't think you can bend your legs.
I
That's
know.
too easy.
Don't bend your legs.
Yeah,
Try not
try
to.
not to.
Then I'll fall over and I'll come with it.
I'll catch you.
That's the idea.
Well, I'm holding my toes, all right? I want to take my shoes. It's impossible.
Tracy, let's see.
I did it.
Well, your hair's covering your face.
And your thing is bent.
Did you see? No, it's not.
Anne's doing it.
Anne's doing it. Wait a minute.
I'm doing
Goes
it.
Anne. She did it.
I did it.
Grandpa has a small ranch out at Raleigh, New Mexico. It's a small town. It's about 24 miles from where I live in Magdalena. In the wintertime, I like to go out there and spend the weekend out on his ranch, because I really like to help him. Sometimes this road out here is nice and not too bad. Then when it rains or snows or anything, it's get muddy and it gets too bad. If it snows too much, they can't get out. My grandfather raises cattle and horses for the rodeo. Sometimes I go with my grandfather to the cattle auction at Albuquerque. And sometimes he buys new cattle, horses, anything they have down there. He just put them out in the pasture for a rodeo and see if they buck or anything.
We'll open this gate and we'll put these cattle in.
Okay.
And
After that,
Then
you want
we'll
us to
be
bring
through, I
them?
guess, huh?
After that, you want us to bring them, put them in here?
Yeah, we'll bring them up.
They're running off of us what's there.
Ah.
If one goes in, all of them go in.
Yeah. Yeah. Atta boy. We got him. Now, just shut that gate then, Raymond, and we...
Sometimes I practice riding the bucket steers at the ranch.
Sure, single tie. It's the main thing. And sit right straight up on.
At the Magdalena Rodeo, I won $16.75. Sometimes riding a calf is harder than riding a steer, and the calf is like hard to stay on because it's so little.
Like you're going to stay all day, because it's what you're going to take to win the money next year. You ready?
Yes.
Now you want
The first time I rode, that's when I won my $16. I was pretty scared.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, here he comes. Gosh darn, you just didn't make it, did you? By golly. Just get on there and ride him to the end this time. I believe you're going to make a good ride this time. Okay?
Okay, I can try my best.
Okay, get right down on him then. Okay, here he goes. God darn, he bucked him off again. What do you think?
Better?
You're going to be a bull rider, huh?
Yeah.
Atta boy.
I feel
I
good.
think that's a pretty good bull ride. I really do.
I feel good now.
Okie dokie.
Our grandfather has about 45 horses, and he bought these from the Indian reservation, these 6.
All right in there. Drag it off. All right, now wait a minute. Wait a little easy. Oh.
The little Palomino mare had a bad foot, and we had to check it because she was limping on it.
Look at her foot over there. Wait just a minute.
There's just mud on it.
Oh, it'll be all right then, I guess. Let's go home. Raymond, did I ever tell you about the big snake Charles killed when he was a little boy?
No, sir.
He was about 8 or 10 years old, and he's coming down Riley Canyon, a horseback one evening, and this big old snake was there, and he got off and went throwing rocks at it. And he finally killed it.
Was it a big one?
Oh, yeah, it sure was. I think we got the rattlers here somewhere. There's the rattlers.
Me and Boy were playing around the crow, and there was a rattlesnake in this crack in the calf's pen. And our dog lady, she went over there and got in the middle of us and saved me and Boy from getting a bit. Then we went and told Grandma, and then Grandma brought the 30-30 and killed it.
Well, the dog, he saved your life. Huh?
Yeah.
Saved you from getting bit anyway, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good dog, wasn't it? Did I tell you about the time I stepped on that big rattlesnake?
No.
He was under these gourd vines, and I couldn't see him, and I just...
My grandfather is about the best friend I ever had.
Sure scared me. I got away from there before he could bite me. He's under those gourd vines, and he couldn't strike.
an idea sent in by Amy Becker of Green Bay, California. And it's how to make an apple split. What you need is an apple, some whipped cream, some cereal, any kind, some raisins, some nuts, and a cherry. What you do is you take the apple and you cut it in half. And then you take the half and you cut that in half. So it will look like this. And then you core it and it will come out like this. I've already cored mine. And then you take some whipped cream and you spray that on. You can use the kind that comes in a can or some that you make yourself. And then you take the cereal and put that on. Actually, you don't have to use cereal. You can, I don't know, you can use anything you really think of that you think would be nice. Then you put on some raisins and some nuts. And last but not least, a cherry. And there you have it, your apple split.
Hi, Noreen.
Hi.
Let me sit you up here. I'm Dr. Ehrlich. What happened to you? You broke your elbow?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do that?
Fell out of a tree.
You fell out of a tree.
When I first fell out of the tree, my arm, when I found this little saw cover for the gas company, it was real long down to my, about down to my knee. And when I got up, my arm felt real like a slinky. It didn't really hurt until everyone started talking about it. And then it hurt. But then my mother called my father up and he took me to the hospital.
When did you do this? How long ago?
3 weeks from yesterday.
3 weeks, huh? Does it hurt now?
No. They took me into this room and then they gave me a needle and they operated on my arm. After the operation, I stayed in the hospital for about a week. And then they operated again and they put a cast on and then I got to go home.
Listen, I'm going to take this off now, okay? Have you ever had a cast taken off? Have you ever seen this? This is a cast cutter, okay? This shouldn't frighten a little girl who climbs in trees. Let me show you this. This doesn't cut people, only things. So it's nothing to be frightened of. It's going to feel a little bit warm. Okay. Just warm, okay? Okay. Gee, you're a brave girl. Who drew all the pictures?
Everybody.
Okay. That didn't hurt, did it, to have that off?
No.
Okay, now I'm going to spread the cast apart for you, all right? And if you're lucky, then today you won't have to have a cast anymore, or we may put one on for another week or so.
Like when I first got my cast taken off, all the stuff from the cast kept flying around. It got hot all inside the
If
cast.
your arm's going to feel a little stiff and look a little funny, don't be frightened, okay? That's good. Can you try to move it for me? I'll hold it. It won't hurt. Straighten it out. That's the girl. Bend it. Try to bend it. Was it worth it climbing the tree?
Yeah.
All right, now I'll tell you what. We're going to go get an x-ray, just like you had when you came in, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't hurt, does it? And then we'll see what the bone looks like.
Okay, Noreen, can you get up on the stretcher for me? Watch that elbow now. That's a girl. Now, could I move you a little bit over? That's a girl. Oh, how'd you break this arm?
I fell out of a tree.
Oh, did you? Oh, I have a little girl who fell off a church roof. You believe that? Chasing some boys up on the peaked roof and fell right down. That's good. Okay, fine. Now, will that arm stay by itself?
Yeah.
There, don't move.
When they first started doing x-rays, it really hurt because she'd bend it up and then she'd bend it sideways. I was real scared because when she turned it on, it'd be a big sound and everything.
Good, Marie. That's a girl. Okay, just rest your arm down. Let me get another film.
When I looked at the x-rays, it just looked like a bunch of bones to me.
What do you think of these?
What's that?
That's your arm. That's over here. That's the front of your arm. And what do you think that is?
Up here.
Yeah, that's up there. Right. That's where you broke your arm. I'll tell you what, we'll put a cast in you for 1 more week just to keep you from climbing trees. Will that keep you? Huh? I bet you enjoyed being in the hospital, did you? Did you get any presents?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Got a radio and a watch and books. When I first came to the hospital, I was really scared because I thought no one would come and visit me and that I'd get a lot of needles. But my mother came to visit me every day and I only got 3 needles.
Now we're going to put the plaster on, okay? It's going to be a little wet and then it's going to be warm.
When I had a cast on, you had to be real careful. Like when I ate, all the crumbs would go down my cast and it'd get all itchy.
What are you going to do? Are you going to draw on this cast too?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to draw?
Everything.
Then we'll put 1 more on to really make it pretty. You want a real pretty cast?
Like I couldn't go to school because the cast was on my right arm and I wrote with my right arm, so I couldn't write.
Okay, Maureen, we'll leave this cast on for 1 more week, and then we'll take it off for good. Okay? And then, do you mind?
No.
We'll make your arm all better. And then we'll take it off for good. Is that a good idea? And then you're going to go back to school? And what about tree climbing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even though the doctor told me not to climb trees, I'm still gonna climb them. Like, the boys always think like they can run faster than girls and climb trees better than girls. So that's why I do it.
Zoom will resume after this important message. Habai Frabins, Tabu Dabe, Abai Abim Gabwabin Tabu Shabo Yabu, Habau Tabu Mabek, Abubabi Debababi Abeg Sabelabed, Yabu Nabi Thrabi Abegs, Aben Dabe Babel Abab Sabelabed, Tabek Abich Abeg, Aben Pabot Tabem, Aben Tabu Daba Sabelabed, Abef Yabu Wabon Tabet Tabu Babi Thabek, Abed Sabam Jabalabo, Yabu Pabek Thaba Flabbe Vabu, Nabal Stubber, Aben Tabe Stabet. Abek Strubward Aben Nabarabi. And now back to Zoom.
A Bad Night by Sarah Varner of Havertown, Pennsylvania. One lonely night, a man was lying on his couch reading his paper. However, the news was quite boring, so he soon fell asleep. Shortly thereafter, a robber came snooping around the man's house. He, the robber, found the door was unlocked, so he went inside. He saw the man sleeping on the couch. He tiptoed over to where the man was and knocked him on the head so he wouldn't wake up. He went to work looking for something to steal in the bureau. Suddenly, the phone rang. The robber quickly hid behind the bureau. The man did not wake up. He did not even twitch an eye. So the robber went and answered the phone. Hello? It was his wife.
Are you coming home for supper?
Honey, how many times must I tell you not to call me when I'm at work?
I'm sorry, but are you?
I don't know. Wait and see. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He hangs up the phone and goes back to work. All of a sudden, something hard hits his head, and he falls to the floor. The man had woken during the phone call and hit him with a nearby soda bottle. The police were soon there.
Please, get him out of here.
Best as we can. We'd be glad to get him down to the station. Come on, down to the station.
Wait just a minute. I'm allowed one phone call.
The officer dials a number.
Hello, honey? I won't be able to make it home for supper. I'm sort of tied up.
Well, where can I reach you if I need you?
Same place you always reach me on a bad night.
Dumb duck. Took his eye on. I fell off.
This is Count Dracula.
Busy, busy, busy.
If you'd like to know how to make a clay mask, write Zoom, and we'll send you instructions on the Zoom card. And don't forget to include a self-addressed stamped envelope.
503 Box 350, Boston, Mass. 02134.
The Worm, sent by Phaedra Harris of Chicago, Illinois. You are going to a costume party dressed up as a worm? I am a worm. You are a piece of spaghetti looking for a plate. I'm a worm. I know. You're a pink toothpaste looking for a dirty tooth. I'm a worm. You're a hunk of bubblegum looking for a shoe to stick on. I'm a worm. You're a snail, and you're going... I'm going home. Well, why don't you go home? I can't. You're standing on my front door. What are you? Some kind of worm?
Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost a minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheel will keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Been a lot of places in Memphis, spent a lot of time down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of a city until I hitched a ride on a riverboat queen. Big wheel to keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry 'cause you got no money. People on the river are happy to give. Big wheel to keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
Hope you enjoyed the show. If you haven't seen your favorite Zoom segment yet, write to us and tell us what you'd like to see.
Why don't you sit down and write something for us to do on Zoom? Zoom! Zoom! Everybody Zoom! We're gonna zoom, 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 ah, zoom. Come on and zoom, ah, zoom, ah, zoom, ah, zoom. Come on, give it a try. We're gonna show you just why. We're gonna teach you to fly high. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. Come on and zoom.
Zoom is made possible by grants from McDonald's Corporation and McDonald's Restaurants Fund and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Come on and zoom.
Presentation of this program was made possible in part by a grant from General Foods Corporation and by public television stations and a grant from the Ford Foundation.